He said, you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Number two, practice OQP, only quality people. You earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. I found that out. I left all my broke friends. I said, y'all gotta go. Because I used to be so broke, I'd pass the bank and trip the alarm. You know? And the third thing he said, develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are.
Oh my gosh. Listen, that was the great Les Brown, who is someone who is definitely a proponent of many mentors. And I'm not just saying that as someone who is sat, on the sidelines, but I'm saying this as someone who's had him as a client. Yes, I know he's not an athlete, but here's the thing. I need you guys to understand there are world leaders that consult with me. I mean, when I say world leaders, I'm talking about people who lead countries. There are also rappers, comedians, celebrities, people that like you would not believe. I've actually had been called to funerals. Like there are so many different people that I have come across and had the privilege of using my gifts and talents to work with. And here's the thing that I understand and noticed about many of them as I've had time to sit and talk with them and talk with their families for those that I've gone into their homes. And I noticed that everybody had a story about a mentor. And most of them, it wasn't just one, many mentors. And so I wanted to talk to us today about the fact that not only did we just celebrate one of our greatest mentors here in America, Dr. King, this past week, but here's the thing, we champions, I've yet to meet one champion that did it alone. So champions can't do this alone. Pro athletes don't do it alone. Elite level investors and presidents and CEOs, they don't do it alone. And I have worked in and been booked and called on by many high level ones that have come through Florida, especially South Florida. And world leaders, they definitely don't do it alone. Successful performing artists, y'all, they don't do it alone. Dr. King didn't do it alone. Glenn Lundy didn't do this alone. Guess what? Mary Lynn isn't doing this right here alone. And Christina Howard is sure enough not doing this alone. She is doing this with so many other champions, so many other people and families. Guess what? She didn't do this segment alone. And guess what? I'm not doing it alone because I got my sisters over here to the side of me that's going to tap in and help me finish out this segment because I told them, y'all Northerners sent us this weather here in Florida and it got my allergies acting up. And guess what? The champion that I'm interviewing, I'm trying to look out and make sure I haven't missed Alex. He didn't do it alone. I have yet to find a doctor, a nurse, any healthcare professional. Most things that require any form of a license, they didn't do it alone. I know you like to think that people are rock stars in and of themselves, but I can tell you, most, if they're telling you the truth, they didn't do it alone. And they didn't do it with necessarily just one person, one guide, or one teacher, or one leader. Many mentors. That is something I learned very early on from my mentor, is that many mentors. So I definitely want us to be able to take a moment. I'm not, he said he's here. I'm not, you guys, am I missing, looking for, you know what? Maybe so. See, I'm learning something new. I was just like, oh, what's going on with Clubhouse? Maybe so. Huh. I'm trying. Is there a way to? Okay, perfect. But in the meantime, while we're trying to get him to stage, I definitely want to give you guys a moment. I want to salute. I want to just at least speak in gratitude three of my mentors, and I want and Trisha, you can see who's flashing or who's blinking. That if you want to call their name.
Yeah, it's weird. That's what tracking stuff.
So if you guys can Trisha, if you can take over for a second while I try to troubleshoot with him in real time. But I'm grateful for my mentor, Vinny Scavo, and I'm grateful for Miss Ann McNeil and Yolanda English. Go for it, Trisha.
Good morning again. So, just tried sending him that direct link. I don't know if you tried copying the link and sending it directly to him from the on chat or from here. So anyway, just a thought. Yeah, so what Health Wells was talking about, mentors in your life. Do you have mentors in your life? Of course, I have mentors in my life. Being a registered nurse for 28 years, there was many people that came through my life. I could say that my mother was my mentor for a long time. She's 85 years old. She still walks as a mentor in my life. But when I talk about mentors in my professional life, I will tell you that there's a good man that was in my life that stood strong. His name was William Madwood. Unfortunately, William has passed on. But William was that man. I called him Billy as a joke. But he was somebody that was willing to invest in me, and he was willing to give me a lot of tools to work with. And he always showed me loyalty, honesty, and trust when it came to working with people in healthcare. And when he showed me that, he taught me that my employees came first. And he taught me the ropes, so to say. And I will always show respect for him as a mentor in my life. Is there anybody on the stage that would like to talk about a certain mentor or a special person in their life that was a true mentor to them? Anybody? Can anybody think of somebody that was a true mentor to them? If not, I can definitely go on and say, what is mentorship? So there's another person in my life that I always talk about, and you guys, I'm sure, have heard me speak of him before. T.M. Hyman. T.M. Hyman is a mentor in my life. He has shown me strength and leadership. He gives me leadership skills all the time. There's times in my life when I get angry, I get frustrated, and I think to myself, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I'm going, and things don't seem to be going in the direction that I want them to go. And DM says to me, Trish, stop, focus, redirect toward yourself. What is going on with you? Stop looking outside yourself. Stop looking to the right. Stop looking to the left. Start looking internally and figure out what's going on with you. True mentorship, because I can always look everywhere else and look at what's going on with everyone else and what everyone else is achieving and doing. And I truly have the skills and the abilities to do what I'm looking to do, and I seem to forget. Forgetfulness is a big thing when it comes to achieving your goals. And TM always is that mentor that says, you can do what you need to do. And I see Alex in the room now, Health. So I'm going to pass it back over to you. But true mentorship is somebody that will tell you what you need to hear when you need to hear it. So, Health, are you ready?
Woo! Yes. After we did some gymnastics, what has been up with me in Clubhouse this week, y'all?
Oh my God.
Right?
Clubhouse, it's not you. But Alex, it's great to see you.
Oh.
See you all. Good morning. God, thank you so much for so many blessed people. I can hear you speaking through everyone. I want to thank every one of you being such a great service to our community, especially for being a channel of God's light into the world. I love what you were saying about, leadership and how we got mentors. I have so many mentors in my life. It's not funny, including you, my God, one mentor of my life. I gotta be honest about this, the very reason why I am coherent, I am present, that I have a life to live because God's blessings in
see how so many people have inspired me. Dr. King had a dream, and he walked through fear to manifest that dream. My coaches, Benedict Jesus, Peter Cunningham. I got so many people I want to talk, give a shout out. So many great things have been happening in my life. And it's all simply because I have surrendered to the great work of God. If you're new, I want to welcome you all to this amazing way of life, which is about listening and communicating from our hearts.
Absolutely love that, Alex. I am so excited to be doing part 2, with you. And I know you're someone, because we've talked about this as well, that did not do this journey alone. And I really want to give you an opportunity to salute, maybe some past coaches or trainers, or, those that have, a few people that have also, helped you and guided you along this way to help you get to the top. I mean, I remember last time you came, like Mary Lynn asked you a question that was, really stood out, because it's hard to maintain being a heavyweight champ for as many years as you did it. I know you didn't do it alone. So are there any mentors or teachers or trainers along the way that you're grateful for?
Absolutely. I want to, Miss Tanya in UCLA, my coach in the morning, the fitness program over at UCLA got me every day at 5 in the morning. It was amazing, the coaching staff there of UCLA. My coach, my kickboxing coach, Benedict Jesus. What a wonderful guy. Never lost a fight, by the way. Never lost a fight. And it's all about, being here right now. His motto is like being here right now. What a concept. I was always in a flight away from reality, the past, worrying about what happened or what's gonna happen, but never right here, right now. That's Benedict Jesus, and Cass, great boxing coach. Oh my God, I can't even think about people, but Felipe, Peter Cunningham. I mean, I can go on and on and on. So many ways, people that have, somehow I've been very fortunate, very lucky to have people that meaningfully have guided me. And I had no idea of all this, It's like when we actually in the mix of greatness, we want to somehow pretend that we have something to do with it, that we are invincible, but what I have come to realize is that it's something about team and teamwork in our home. Team and teamwork at work, without you, I ain't nobody. We are all we got. Team and teamwork for any situation, is the point of this great, possibility that began to unfold. I have a family that just don't quit. I have a family in here that I just did not know I had, and it was until I actually give up. They give up. My selfishness. I was very self-centered. When I began to realize that we are all we got, then
we can hear you.
You're good. Unmute Mike.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you. Yep, we got you. Keep going.
Okay, Alex, we lost you. I think you may have. Okay.
There we go.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Wonderful. So basically, I have a very fortunate life. I was there for a while. I wanted to kill myself. I was suicidal because I was in my shit. Nothing was going right. I broke my hand. My career went after one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, you're fine. We'll let you know if we can't hear you. We'll let you know.
Okay, got it. So
okay, you went out again for some reason. That's okay.
Okay, can you hear me now? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
All I want to tell you guys is that basically, I hear some voices here.
No, everybody's muted. It's just you.
Okay, so therefore, I just want to be thankful to the universe and to everyone that this is possible today, because I went from wanting to kill myself into a place where I now am able to see and think and walk and not in a positive manner, in a great way. How God have evolved my life, and God has given me the opportunity to actually, share my experience, stress, and hope everywhere I go, every time I am. Thank you so much for letting me share.
My absolute pleasure. And I want to go back to something that you said about UCLA and be very transparent. A lot of people sleep on the importance and how phenomenal the system is around sports at UCLA. And it was the way that I actually got through my national board exams. Alex, I didn't listen to my first sports medicine mentor, right? And I thought I could just go out there. I'm a gifted kid. I got a 139 IQ, Alex. I'm smart. I skipped a grade. I'm up there, around the age like how Dr. King graduated early. Listen, I was ready to graduate at 15. I got this, Alex, on my own, and got there and failed. 2 points shy. And here's the thing. I got my hat in hand, went back to the mentor and said, listen, had you listened, and our benchmark, if you can get UCLA developed a sports medicine exam, our exam was 8 hours long, Alex. This isn't something that you can't go in and crash this study. And this is after now I've graduated. You're talking about people who have studied this thing, Alex, for a long time. 32% passing rate on the first try. 46% on your second try, but it was UCLA's system. She said, if you can get to above a 90 on UCLA's system and their test, you'll pass. And so I was so grateful that my mentor had sense enough to talk some sense into me and to tell me where to go and where to keep testing. And so me and, in college, we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together too hot. But guess what? We all got together. I got together with some others and we all studied. And then we continued to pool our resources and we took it together. We took their tests over and over until we got that proficiency. And I definitely nailed it. I smashed that exam. I knew that I was going to pass before I got there, but it was UCLA's system. And I think a lot of people don't realize, you can't do this alone. It does take help. It takes help. So I wanted to thank you for bringing up that point.
Team and teamwork. The team and teamwork is it. We all we are. We all we got. We are all we got. And I cannot stress this point. May you conceive in our hearts the importance of how powerful togetherness is, unity is. We are all we got.
So is that why you've transitioned into being a mentor, being a trainer, being a leader, helping someone, others, to get to the goals that they have. Because I see, I've been to your facility, I see the work you're putting in South Florida, and, people consult with you from all over. Is that part of the reason why you're doing what you're doing?
Exactly. I am. My life is all about being of service. I'm a faithful servant of God, and in whichever capacity, like in fitness, in mental health, spiritually speaking, in any capacity which God wants me to, I am here to manifest God's greatness in the world.
I absolutely love that. I know that you have to get going because you have to continue being great, because you have someone waiting there for you because you are the champ. And, so you're training the next generation of champions. And so do you have any closing thoughts or parting thoughts? We definitely got to come back later, the clubhouse, glitch free next time.
Yes.
But do you have any closing thoughts you want to share with us before we get out of here?
I want to tell everyone that, may look within you and make sure that your house is in order. May you conceive these words and understand that all bodies and our spirit have to come together. Unification takes place within us first. Then collectively we can manifest this greatness that's about to show up. May we conceive ourselves united self first. So thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Can we unmic and give Alex a little woo and celebrate our brother for stopping in?
Thank you.
Thank
Alex,
you.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much, and I appreciate your fact that you have been a mentor to so many people also. I appreciate that so very much.
We are all we got. Until then, see you soon, you guys.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great day.
Keep the fire burning.
We will do. So in these final 3 minutes before Miss Mary Kim and Debbie take you guys through this next segment, does anything come up for anyone? Anything along the lines of mentor? TM told us this is National Mentor Month, and or anything along the lines of not only just getting mentored, but now becoming the mentor or becoming the guide or trainer or the teacher. Does anyone have, a quick share anywhere around that?
I'd love to share something. I would like to say, when you're looking at people, don't try to look so far away for a mentor. Look right around you. There's people every day that are showing you mentorship. There's people in your life that can be your mentors. There's people that are standing tall, standing strong, that are consistent, are just strong core values, and that will give you powers of example every single day. And you can get such great examples from people every single day. Mary Kim just threw her hands up, and I just want to say, I mentioned it this morning, but Mary Kim is such a power of example to me, and is such a strong mentor in our community. She's just one of those people that is consistent, is strong, is loving, and shows people that you can be strong, true to your heart, and be a mentor to so many people, and show people that you are just able to be a great person and show people love, guidance, and kindness. And it's just an amazing way to live, and you can be true to yourself. So I just want to say that. Back to you, Health.
Oh, I absolutely love that. That is so true. Many mentors right there. My grandmother was my first mentor, point blank, period. I think a lot of times people do overlook those that are right there, right underneath, and you don't have to. And people can also mentor you from afar. but there are mentors right around. We have to be open to it. I don't know. I feel almost like there's this movement of like, we're too cool for mentors, or people think that people are looking at what people are doing on Facebook or the gram or all of these things. And it appears like they just came there out of nowhere alone. Mr. Beast, who is a beast on YouTube, guess what? Daryl Eves, who wrote the YouTube formula, did it for him. Like, he coached him. He didn't get there just, out of in and of himself, and he was so wonderful and great. No, he got mentored. Listen, Myron Golden is also someone, you look at Russell Brunson. You can go back to Dan Kennedy, even Kim Walsh Phillips. You hear her talk about Dan Kennedy. That's how I know of Kim Walsh Phillips, is through Dan Kennedy. Listen, if you can point to whoever you want, and you will hear the mentorship that they've pointed to. The same thing with Dr. King, which is who I want to close us out with. I hope and pray that you guys will support Christina's dream, because that's what they're doing. That's what we're all going over to Myrtle Beach next weekend to do. We're going to mentor some young folks. We're pouring into the lives of the kids that are coming from all around the country, and more importantly, from Christina's old hometown. She's not forgotten where she's come from. She is supporting a community that also supported her and looking at the next generation. So I ask of you guys to tap in, sow a seed into her. I don't care if it's $1, $2. Listen, but sow a seed. Try to help the next generation. Help other mentors that are helping to mentor the next generation. I'm so grateful that Natasha is going to come there and stand with us and help out Books in the Hood and support those young people next week, and many others who are just coming to pour in. So I have a 30-second clip that I want to close us out with, and we're going to pass the mic on to my sisters who are helping me out, because my allergies have just truly gotten the best of me, you guys. So I'm just not feeling my greatest. So Debbie and Mary Kim are going to take over after this quick word from Dr. King. Is it me, or you guys aren't hearing?
So Jesus gave us a new norm. If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. This morning, the thing that I like about it, by giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great, because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace. Soul generated by love. You can be that servant.
Thank you, guys. I hope and pray that you have a sensational Saturday here amongst champions. Mary Kim and Debbie, my sisters, thank you for being great servant leaders. Thank you for helping your sister out. Over to you.
Thank you, ladies. Sorry, Mary Kim. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say really quickly, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Just wanted to say to some of the people in the audience, thank you for being mentors today. Thank you, Terrell. Thank you, Magdalene. Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Patty. Just some of the people in the audience, you are mentors today just for showing up for yourself. And we appreciate you for showing up to this segment. Back to you guys. Debbie, I call her Debbie Double Walla Mama Walla. You, and thank you for being a mentor. And appreciate you, ladies. Thanks for taking over.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I love this topic. Before we get into it, I was thinking, what is a mentor? So before we start, welcome to Breakfast with Champions, the Millionaire Breakfast Club, which is going to be taken away with the big announcements, meaning like Millionaire Breakfast Club is not going to be part of it. But either way, we're still going to be doing our thing here, all the champions, and it's Shake It Up Saturdays. And so we are here Monday through Saturday. The pre-room at 4 a.m. This room opens up at 5 a.m. even on Saturday. And then we have the worship room on Sunday at 9 a.m., all Eastern Standard Times. And if you have not heard, the new owner, CEO, is Mary Lynn Wilkins, and she's shaking it up in here. She is hosting after hours, meaning office, afternoon times, 4 to 8, 4 to 9. So definitely follow the club. You want to be in some of those other spaces. We can get a little spicier. We can talk about topics that, after dark topics. So definitely tap in and be part of the change and just get involved and come on stage, and we want to hear from you. So Health Wells was talking in a prior segment. I was like, what really is a mentor? And I'm